Good afternoon, Camilla here at David Lloyd Westbury. What I want to do is show you today some of the exercises that I've been doing recently with regards to shoulder stabilization, thoracic spine mobility and back and core strength. I'm going to be combining all of those things today. So I'm going to show you a little thing to stretch out your chest, something to mobilize the shoulder and then to strengthen up back and core at the same time. Firstly, chest stretching. If you've been sort of sat at an office all day and you really find that your shoulders are starting to pull forward and they're really hard to kind of get back into that correct posture, this is a really good trick for you to do. It doesn't take 2 minutes. Grab a tennis ball or anything sort of ball shaped and fairly hard, pop that in your chest so you're stretching and you're massaging out the pec muscle, if you imagine that. Work from the sternum out towards the shoulder with the ball, working quite deeply into the muscles here to find any tender spots. If you find a tender spot, sort of sit on there and try and really work at it. After about 30 seconds to a minute, you can move on. Do that for both sides, excuse me, and see what that does for your posture. Right, next, shoulder stability. Let me have a look at this. Hands underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hips. And we're just going to be looking at my left shoulder here. Please make sure that you do both. Ensuring neutral spine, I'm just going to start by reaching with my right hand, keeping my left hand firmly placed on the floor. What I'm doing here is really trying to get that thoracic spine moving whilst the shoulder is stabilized. Do that for about 30 seconds to a minute to warm up the shoulder. And then if you want to, we have a little variation to make it a bit more of a task. So you can do this either at home or in the gym. If you're in the gym, just grab a few weights. And if you're at home, you can use anything, be it milk bottles or, jugs of water, bottles of water, anything. And you're just going to grab the weight and move them around. Again, what this does is it just strengthens up that shoulder, stabilizing it at the same time, aiming to get a great amount of thoracic spine mobility. And you want to be doing that for about a minute on each side. Okay. Next, I want to show you my exercise, which is going to strengthen up the back. Now, this is one where we can have a little bit of fun. We can play around with the different variations. Whilst you're doing a plank, you're going to carry out a single arm row. So, plank, hands underneath the shoulders, feet in a comfortable distance apart, neutral spine, so back of the shoulders, back of the head, back of the hips, and ankles in line. I'm going to grab that weight, maintaining that neutral posture, lifting up to the waist. Now, if that feels like it's quite a lot, even for me then, that was quite a test. What we can do is just do that plank position on your knees, carrying out the same move with the arm. Okay, so once you've done a set on each of those arms, we can really have a good play around with the exercise. Instead of just doing a front plank, we can change to a side plank, or we can change the actual arm action. So what I'm going to do first is just to show you the exercise with the side plank. So we're working here your lateral lines, the sides of your body. So either on your knees and a toe, or foot, or both feet. Going to lift that weight this time across the body. I can lift up and push out. I can also, as I said, change what the arm is doing. So I don't have to just pull straight up towards my waist. I could pull out to the side, pull out to the front, pull out in all these different directions. I can twist my arm out as I move. Just doing a load of different things here to work all the different muscles in the back of your shoulder and in your core. Every single tiny little variation that you do throughout your body can have a massive impact on how the rest of your body will work alongside it. So have a play around with all those different variations. Try going from a front plank to a side plank at the same time. And this is your challenge. So I'm just going to show that to you and then I'm going to sign off. So front plank to start with. Trying to keep a smooth rhythm, neutral spine, returning to a plank in a neutral position to a side plank. Again, variation available on the knees. So not only am I working my arm on my back on this side, I'm definitely working my arm on this side to stabilise me. And I'm definitely working the whole of my core. And actually I'm building up a bit of a sweat, which is always a good thing. So have a little play around with that one. Try and think at the end, that's worked your back and your core and your posture, and you're able to stand upright more easily. And if you're able to do that, you can train harder and have a bit more fun in the gym. Okay, thanks for watching.